Open-toed shoes are not permitted at my work, and so I bought clogs because I can simply slip my feet out to air them. I am going to dress them up with sparkling silver beads because I find it's a bit too plain for me. These holes will be the placement for the beads, and I have such a collection of beads, I think it would be great to make use of them for this purpose. I will also add my initials to hang on both the outer side of each shoe just above the sole. And I'm going to make use of this elastic cord. This cord is what is used to organize the shoes together in pairs like at Walmart. And this cord is very, very stretchy, not to mention it's very, very strong. So I am going to repurpose this cord, use it to string and weave my beads in and out of the holes. This is going to be challenging because while stringing, the beads often pop out. I will be making use of 4 holes, so that means I will be needing 4 beads and about an 8-inch cord. I will first start by stringing on my first bead and then followed by my initial. And then I'm going to leave about a 2-inch tail, but don't worry, you'll see why later. And then I'm going to push it through this first hole. Okay, so then now I'm going to insert my hand into the shoe and pull the cord through so that the bead is carried through and then sits in the hole, and the initial will hang freely like this. Okay, so it's looking good. So now I'm just going to string on my second bead. You will soon see how challenging this is. It's so simple, but things don't always work out perfectly, friends. But that's just life in a nutshell. Okay, Carlene, forget about the perfection. Okay, now I'm going to move along and string on my third bead. I really do like the look of the pop of silver here compared to the expensive pre-decorated one already adorned. Creating your own pop is so much more creative and fun. It's also self-fulfilling. So whatever the challenge is here, this is for inspirational purposes only. I'm just here to inspire you. So keep doing you, to each his own. Okay, so now I am stringing on the 4th and the final bead. This can be tricky. The process is so simple, but may test your patience. Okay, so now I'm pulling the end of the cord into the 4th hole. The bead will follow, and then I'm going to tuck it slightly into the hole and adjust as needed. I do believe though that if my beads were just all a bit larger, I probably would not have had the problem of them slipping out. But anyway, you don't have to follow protocol. The beads can hang loosely rather than placed in the holes. Okay, I think I've finally reached my level of satisfaction here. And so I reached in again. This time I'm pulling both ends of the cord. And did you see that 4th crazy bead? It got sucked right through. Anyway, continue to pull tight. Don't worry, this cord is strong. I pulled to as far as I felt necessary, and then I trimmed the ends. This is what's left over. Keep it for another time. I pulled some more until I felt I had enough leverage, and then I tied both ends into a simple double knot. I adjusted again, and since the beads pop out, I'm going to try sticking masking tape, my go-to, under the beads in hopes that the bead will have something to hold them down, if even just a little. I adjust again and take time playing around to see what works. And yes, like I said, it does test your patience. It certainly tested mine. Afterwards, I found that I did not like the way the letter hung. It was too stiff, and so I did this. Let me show you quickly how I changed it. Here is the other shoe. Okay, so I'm using an additional 2 jump rings here, and with the help of my bent nose and my flat nose pliers, I'm going to remove both the 1 jump ring and the letter S. And then I'm linking the 3 jump rings, adding the S at the bottom, and then I'm going to return it to its original spot on the cord. Okay, so I had to make sure that each jump ring was closed. I would hate to notice too late that I lost a jump ring or one of the letters. This is where the pliers come in, and I think the jump rings are secure now. I'll make a few adjustments and voila, I'm done. 2 of the annoying things for me were the beads popping back up and the many necessary adjustments. I did this project simply because I bought Crocs, well, imitation Crocs that is, and I had a piece of cord. The cord was the inspiration. Remember, even the smallest of things or occurrences can inspire. So what do you think? If you liked this video, well, like, share, and maybe even subscribe. Clever ideas, home hacks, and feel-good ideas every week on Domestic Mix.